like they're soft and like easy to push around. And you know what? For the most part, they are. Filipinas are very gentle women, right? They're very loving. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's Jay, the Black Filipino TV. Now today, I have one for you guys. This video is going to be titled, This Filipina tells a feminist, no thank you, we don't need your help. Now what do I mean by that, right? You have women all the time in the West trying to tell Filipinas for them cooking, cleaning. For some reason they think it's like something that's a hardship on these women, when it's not. It's not at all. It's not really a hardship for women that are outside of the state of confusion, women that are not necessarily in Babylon. Don't get me wrong, Babylon is everywhere, but these women are not directly in the Matrix, even though the Matrix comes to visit them on their TV every day. But anyway guys, let's hop right into it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also be sure to click the notification bell to ensure that you receive all my videos as soon as they come out. Let's hop right into it. Now today we have a Filipina here who actually, she reacted to a couple of her comments on her TikTok and she's getting a lot of backlash. Now you know what happens is you have white women, black women, all women that will bash Filipinas.
If you are a man, specifically a white man, who seeks out women from developing countries who are poor and vulnerable, you are a predator. That says that Asian women are more submissive and loyal than Western women.
But in this case, it was a white woman and she reacted to it and she made a video about it. And this video here was Filipino or Filipinas more loyal than white women. And inside of the video, inside of the reaction she did to it, she actually addresses some of the thing, and she addresses the feminists out there who say Filipinas are being taken advantage of. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you guys all of it before we get into it. Let's hop right into it right now.
Okay, so one particular video of this guy answering a comment from the person who's asking if it's true that Asian or Filipina in general are loyal than actual Western women or white women. And it seems like a lot of white women are so triggered about this. I wonder why. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of these guys go to the Philippines to take advantage of Filipina or Asian women. But it doesn't mean that all white men, they just go there for that purpose or reason.
Yeah, so they're pretty much trying to say these guys are going to the Philippines to take advantage of certain opportunities, which some guys do. Some guys go out there and go to Angela City, they go to Cebu, certain places, and take advantage of certain situations. But it's not all guys. You know, they try to paint it like the only thing over here is sex tourism. And the only thing over here is guys that can get an easy lay. That's truly not the case. But let's see what else she has to say.
Because obviously a lot of these guys are pretty legit. And then one lady said something, and mind you, she's a feminist. She said that the white men, they go to Asia because they want to dominate Filipina particularly. And for me, I was laughing so hard. You know why? We Filipina are not the type that you can dominate. That's true. We Filipina, well, not me, but Filipina will dominate men, not the other way around. Maybe for...
Yeah, so she's right. What happens is Filipinas, they get this label placed on them, like they're soft and like easy to push around. And you know what? For the most part, they are. Filipinas are very gentle women, right? They're very loving. They'll cook for you, clean for you, they make sure you're fed. You know, you're in pain, they'll take care of you. You need a back rub, they'll rub your back. Submissive to the core, right? But they are not pushovers. Same thing with Spanish women too. Same thing with all of these countries guys are going to, right? Women are not just pushovers. They make it seem like these women are just poor.
Because apparently these men just think y'all cheap. And it's just too easy to get a passport and bring y'all back over here because y'all ain't about no money.
And the reason why they're pushovers is because men are paying that dollar. And I'll tell you something, Filipinos can really care less. They'll take care of you, they'll make sure you're okay, they'll do everything that you want, but they do demand respect, okay? And it's not something that this lady's just saying. Filipinos actually kind of demand it somewhat, and not in a way to where it's like, you know, finger waving all the time and complaining. Not in that way. If something needs to be said, they'll speak up. They'll speak up. And what happens is, women do this with women overseas. They'll say, oh man, these women are in dire need, or these women actually need help. I feel sorry for this woman. I feel sorry for them because they're in dire need and these men are taking advantage of them. Now there are certain situations where guys will come over here, Filipino will be poor, and he'll help her out. Okay, he may even help out the family. But is he being taken advantage of? No. In some cases, yeah, he could be. Right? Because it does happen. You have women, and that's what she means too. Women that will actually dominate the men and, you know, have them paying out of pocket like crazy. And guys got to look out for that, because there's some Filipinas that, oh no, they're not docile. It'll be the opposite way around. They'll be dominating the man and having them pay for all kinds of things. And like she said she used to be one, probably when she was younger. You know, but when you grow old, of course, childish kids do childish things. It's not a situation like people try to make it out to be. And she's complete evidence of that. That these women aren't just out of their minds saying, oh, you know what, I just want to use this guy to get ahead. Sometimes that's the case, but a lot of times it's not. You know, Filipinas sometimes would rather make that choice, because what happens is, you know, a lot of times they have to be in a masculine role in the Philippines, and they're not happy with it. There's women that are with a man, and then the man, they get married to the man, and the man is one way, then they get married to him, and then the man stops working. I don't know why it happens, but it happens a lot. Right? It happens a lot. You have a lot of guys coming up now that are taking care of their families, but this situation still happen here. So, you know, Filipinos have to get in a masculine role, and they don't like it when they have to play that masculine role. But it happens all the time, and that's just the state of the Philippines. But let me see what else this lady has to say here.
Some Filipina who are vulnerable enough to be dominated by this predator man, as they call it, and maybe it will work for them. But most of the time, Filipina are the one who dominates. So, feminist women, don't worry about it, okay? And also, I also read an article before that a lot of these white women, again, not all, okay? A lot of these white women are so mad because a lot of white men don't want to be with them anymore. They just go to Asia. They don't even have to go to Asia to look for a Filipino girl or Asian woman. They just stay in their country and just find an Asian particular because...
See, she said it. She said it. It's happening all over the place. She said it. They're mad because the white men are going to the Philippines for Filipinas. Or they even get them in the country. Same thing happening with black men. Same thing happening with all men. It's been happening for a while now. And women from all cultures. This is happening all over. Not just US, it's happening in Canada, it's happening even in India. Right? It's happening in any place you can think of. It's happening. It's happening in Australia. You know, guys are going to Philippines, Thailand, and other places. And women are triggered by it. You know, the only thing they can say is, oh, she's a slave. And this Filipino right here explained it in a nutshell. And it's the same for any other culture out there. Oh, no need to worry. We got it. We're fine. We don't need your help. Right? Filipinos have been dealing with this for years. Sometimes it's so flipped around to where the guys can get taken advantage of. That's why foreigners can be weak-minded. Sometimes coming to the Philippines, thinking you're going to dominate a Filipino, and like she said, get dominated. So these women aren't vulnerable, aren't helpless. Okay, they're very well aware. And sometimes extremely well aware to where if a guy comes out here thinking he's going to dominate, he'll mess around and flip side, be dominated. She's a perfect example. Let me just finish this out.
And just find an Asian particular because Asian has more values when it comes to, you know what I mean. But then again, I'm not saying all because I don't like saying all because it's just not true.
She said Asians have more values. What values are those she's talking about? Now, she clearly said they don't get pushed over, which they're not getting taken advantage of. Some situations may find. Not every situation is perfect. But, and that's why she said she's not saying all are like that. Like all Filipinas don't have those values. Or all Asian women don't have those values. Just like all white women aren't just completely no values. Because there's still a lot of white women and there's still black women in the States that have values. But she clearly said it, you know. Guys are coming from everywhere. And it's been happening for a while. It's been happening for a while. But now it's an increase in it. And she's going through, she has a TikTok channel. She's going through feminists targeting her. Telling her like, oh, don't you feel like, and they're like, no, I feel fine. Everything is fine. I'm happy. No man is dominating me. And if she wants to be dominated, she's letting it happen. And you can clearly see it in her attitude. And she's still not in a masculine role. She's still being feminine because she's saying she still has those values which a lot of women are losing back home. A lot of women are losing in these other countries. But they're still keeping it for the most part. For the most part, because it is creeping in. But this woman here is clearly saying, you're not going to win me over with that feminist mindset. Because, guys, women don't want to do this. I'll show you this video here. Women don't want to do this. And I shared this in my live stream. And I got to share it right now with you guys. My choice! You see that woman there? My choice! My choice! Do you see this woman right here looking at that? Do you see that face? Wants no parts of it. Wants no parts of it. And this is a young girl, right? Like, oh man, you trying to convince me of this? Women don't want no part of it. I don't know what it is. These women already have world domination, and to bring things into such a state of dismay, which they've already done, all over the world actually. Nowhere near as bad as US, but women just want to leave them be, you know. Leave them be. Women don't want to take part in it, and let women make their own choices. Don't force it on them, because it's really a state of slavery. Really, it's really a slavery mindset. Not the fact that they're on their own. That's actually more slavery than them being with a man and being provided for, because they don't have to have another income, which makes it two slaves, okay, for the system. And it's fact. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you like my content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you like my content, you're welcome to support my content by giving a small donation by PayPal. You can go to my Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. And there you can buy me a coffee, or you can book a consultation with me. I have consultations for a very small fee. Also, I have consultations for working at home. So if you're a guy that's a little younger and not quite retired yet, and you want to work from home while in the Philippines, you can go to my Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. And also have a packages for working at home, so you'll see them there. You can book it there. You can get a shirt that represents your journey to the Philippines at foxtonomy.creator-spring.com. Once again, that's foxtonomy.creator-spring.com, and get a shirt that represents your journey to the Philippines today. There's a new feature to YouTube. It's thanks. Now at the bottom of this video, you'll see thanks there. You can give a thanks and make sure your comment is highlighted, and you can give a small donation that way as well. Guys, in the description, you'll see other videos of my other content that's great as well. So you can be sure to watch my other content there. Thank you for watching. See you next video.